Hey everybody, Mandus Bucker here at Maximum Muscle Report. We're at the 2017 Chicago Pro with your 2016 Arnold class champion, very good friend of Maximum Muscle Report, the wife of my partner in Maximum Muscle Report, the one, the only, Autumn Swansen. Autumn, I know a lot of people didn't know if you were going to come back and do this show or not. You've had a lot going on the last couple months since last year's Olympia. I even know personally a couple times you weren't sure if you wanted to compete anymore, ups and downs, but you came back and you nailed it. How are you feeling?
Awesome. Very, very proud of myself and happy that I've got such great support around me.
Well, you know, it's interesting because there's a lot of athletes that come and go in this sport, and something that a lot of people don't know is how incredibly competitive you are. People know you as the personality. You're always smiling, you're sweet, you're kind, you're happy. But when it comes to competing, you're not used to winning. So when you had one or two shows where things didn't quite go as planned, it really shook things up for you, and to be able to come back on top speaks volumes about who you are as an athlete, a competitor, as a person. So tell us a little bit about what that journey's been like, because I know you and Brent really kind of rallied together and brought it back together, the two of you, to bring this win home. So does that have an even more special meaning?
Yes, it does. It worked out well for us this time because in the past it's been kind of iffy. So it gets hard, but he's been there. I realize that I can't be such a diva in order for it to go smoothly, so I just got to keep myself in check, and he does a good job of that. And so, yes, it went well. It went really well. So I'm proud of both of us. Yeah, like you said, I've gotten knocked down a few times, and I really think it has a lot to do with the pressure you put on yourself, and I just, you know, got in my head too much and just really focused on other people, and you just can't do that. You have to bring your best you. We all bring something unique, and I just had to get back to the mindset and the mentality of when I first started competing, and also all the things that I used to do, staying calm, cool, collected, because I realized that that's very important at the last minute because your body's changes on a dime, so you have to roll with the punches and just smooth sail, because really once you get to the show weekend, it's like you're gonna have all kinds of things thrown at you, and if you don't, you will break down.
Brent, what really changed at home? Because Autumn is a big personality, but once you decide you guys are going to do something, that's really the way things go. And I noticed a huge difference. As a matter of fact, this morning I looked over, and one of the first people I saw laying down, tan hair and makeup done, was Autumn. As cool, calm, and relaxed as could be. I've never seen her like that in every show I've seen her compete. So what was the big changes at home with you? What did you finally do or say to say, we need to get back on top?
Well, the thing with Autumn is, and I'm probably her biggest critic and she is mine, but I just keep it real. And after the Arnold happened, I said, Autumn, you know, you had some bad issues happen at the Arnold, some unforeseen circumstances, not to make excuses. Same thing at the Olympia. And I said, there are a lot of things, you had those things, but there's a lot of things leading up to it that, like, you like to focus on the small things that don't matter instead of the big picture. So I just said, you know, like, you're just going to come in as, you know, how you usually do, and just be ready, be prepared. And, you know, going back to, you know, after she won the Arnold, a lot of the media and everybody else put, I don't want to say added pressure, but they kind of expected her to maybe dethrone, you know, Malcarne. And that can get in your head. Not to think that you're better than anybody, but that pressure. And that's why we really didn't release too many progress photos. That's why we really didn't tell too many people we were even doing this show, just because, why? I mean, there's,
well, we weren't
you know.
even for certain. It was the first time that I didn't set out for a show, like, at a certain date. It was like, okay, let's start getting ready. And then when we feel like I can come into a show, we're going to do it. I mean, we had our eye on Chicago because it was convenient. We've both done this show before. We loved it, and it's still one of my favorite shows to date. So, of course, we had our eye on this date, but it was like, if you're not ready, you're not doing it. So it was like, we were committed to, you'll step on stage when you're ready, because the last couple times I haven't been ready. So.
Well, I knew when at Junior Nationals, Brent, we were covering Junior Nationals, and you said, Autumn's doing Chicago, and she's going to win. And the way you said it, I didn't have a doubt. What did you see going on that made you so certain? Because you and I have been to all the big shows and watched her, but you knew.
Yeah, I knew, and Autumn, has worked with you as a coach. She's worked with Chad as a coach and everything like that, and you guys are awesome with knowledge and everything. But I kind of took a step back a little bit, and but I live with her, and I just felt like this time, like, she needed more of my support going forward. Not that I don't support her, but she needed me to be more hands-on, especially up here. Not to say that she's weak, but she, you know how it is getting ready for a show. It's very tough, and the mental part, I think, is just as hard or even harder than the physical. And then when your body's low on food, you're not thinking straight anyway. Right. So I just really...
Her work schedule's insane.
Her work schedule's insane, works more than full time. So when I saw things going south or things that I didn't like to see, instead of just staying back, I just stepped out, and we're doing something different, because this ain't rolling, and you're not gonna have another mishap. This is gonna be your show, and just to have that mindset, and to have her mindset with kind of a chip on her shoulder this time. Like, I knew at about 3 to 4 weeks out, like, hey, she's gonna be tough to beat. There's gotta have to be a freaking nature for her to. And I'm not saying that arrogantly, but I'm just saying that as she was determined that this was gonna be her show.
You never have to apologize, because we're standing with an Arnold Classic champion, which means you're one of the best in the world. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you've had 1 or 2 mishaps at shows. You're one of the best in the world. You have one of the most prestigious titles there ever has been, and no one can ever take that away from you. Again, we're honored to have you here, and alongside, again, my partner Brent Swansen, good friend Autumn Swansen. Couldn't be happier. One of the best couples in this industry besides individuals. Go enjoy some food. Brent, I know you're in prep, so you're not going to be enjoying any food. No. You're not going to be enjoying. I got extra pressure
now because she announced to everybody that I'm doing the Olympia Amateur, which I planned on anyways. But, I really think it's going to be cool. The reason why I'm doing it, I was just going to do nationals, but I've never been able to compete in our 11 years together at the same show, at the same venue. And I think that's going to be special doing it together, or we might not make it because we'll kill each other. So we'll see you in the next 11 weeks with that.
If we make it on the right plane.
Yeah.
That's going to be something to watch, guys. The Swansen family both competing at the Olympia together.
No, but like I said, we're just joking. I mean, like, we're there for each other and everything. But, I think it'll just be a special experience. Obviously, we want to place well, and I think we will place well. But, it'll just be a really special experience being able to compete with my wife and go through this journey together and compete in the same show, same venue. So.
Well, obviously it works, because you just crushed this show.
Thank you.
So I'm sure now we will only be seeing you at the Olympia next, a nice break, and then shifting gears right back into it. Yeah. Until next time, guys, my partner Brent Swansen, our good friend Autumn Swansen, Mandus Buckle, Maximum Muscle Report, we're out.